we'll move a little bit. Shake the airport out of you. Let you round those shoulders a little bit.
You too.
Me too. Shake the airport out of me.
Shake the sitting down history.
The sitting down. Oh my gosh, really didn't. Nowhere. we went to. There was a mass in my mother's honor at the church my dad was at. So I got up. I just was so much in the car, driving to get my daughter, then driving out to go to mass, sitting at mass, then driving to breakfast, sitting at breakfast, then driving to my dad's house, like all the sitting. It was so much, and I just feel really out of it. Yes. Yeah. Rest is for rest, and I don't like just sitting. So we're going to then take a nice little breath and just swing a little bit. So this is a little different than we're letting your hips go. You're letting your shoulder pull back. I'm not pulling my bar. I'm literally just turning my body away from the bar, creating a little micro stretch in one shoulder, in both shoulders, but there will be a different stretch. One will feel it at the cap, one will feel it behind the shoulder blade, and then vice versa. I hope you'll get that. And you're also nicely waking up your spine. Yep. And one more each way. Good morning. Good. All right. And then come right into a little bow, letting yourself reach forward, pulling your abs away from that bar. Inhale and exhale, unwind, lift your chest up, open those collarbones, unfurl toward the ceiling. Good. Inhale, start dropping that chin. Exhale, curl into that bow. Good. Inhale. Yep, exhale. Make your way back upright. Inhaling as you unfurl. Exhale, drop that chin. Good. And one more time, all the way up. Good. And then drop that chin. Good. And then let's take that a little further this time. Rounding through your bow. Keep lifting those abs up and away from your hands. As you keep going, arms are going to go forward. So it's going to feel like round back elephant on the reformer machine, that position. Big inhale, exhale, round back up from there. Good. This time, row your bar up to your chest as you come up into your standing swan. Good. Yep. And then let the arms go as you go through bow, and then a roll down that's not all the way, right? We're ending in that round back elephant position. Good. And then drive through the feet, round your way up, roll up to your chest. There you go. Spine's high. There you go. Lift. Good. And one more time. Good. And round it back up. Nice. Good. And all the way up to your chest. Spine's high. Ribs pulled in a little bit. Low ribs pulled in a little bit. Good. That's it. So you're not bending at your low back. Good. And arms can go long. Good. How's that feel? I know. So let's take a little paddle. Now it's going to wake up those obliques again. So now we just paddle to one side and then the other side. Whew. Are you finding that you have favorite places that you like to paddleboard? Like we have convenient places, and then there's places we actually love to go, like extra love. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice. Ah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. It's called two-step? Oh. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Wrist step. Uh-huh. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh. Um. Oh, yeah. So for the sake of the replay, Deshelle, that long period of silence on the camera screen, in case you're not getting the Zoom one, is Diana was telling us about the different places she's discovering to go paddleboarding near her. And I think you might have been here when she's told us about the place where she went, where she saw mantas and dolphins. That's only 1.5 miles from our house. And then she just discovered a new place. They had been trying to avoid touristy spots, but they picked one and went early, and really enjoyed it. Saw eel, saw eagle ray, right? You said something else. All kinds of fish. That's awesome. So they're loving their paddleboard. So this is particularly good for paddleboarding right here. and kayaking. Good. All right. One more. We're going to hold this with the right foot forward, pressing down. Good. And then we're going to come right into a little balance. So rotate, lifting your back leg up. Do a flat rainbow, and then come back into your paddle. But only put the ball of your back foot down. Don't rest on that back heel. Yeah, I want you to use the back foot as a kickstand. Shift your weight forward and rotate again. Good. Put the ball of that foot down. Paddle. So it's a flat rainbow as you twist, and a paddle as you come back to start. Yeah, there you go. Good. Wow. Good. And let's do one more. Wee. Good. And then we'll just come back to home and step home. Easy peasy. Same thing the other way. We'll step forward and paddle. And then lift and rotate. Okay, so if you feel like you don't have as much resistance, you can back up, right? So I want you to have a little bit of resistance, a little challenge, so that you have to work to stabilize as you come around. Lovey, would you mind terribly putting that thing on? So I came back out. Good. And the last one. I know, that's what it sounds like. Mika. Good. Thank you. It's like, whew. I know. Good. And then we'll step back to home. Yeah. Da, da, da. All right. Let's come into a nice little squat, warming up bigger muscles in a bigger way. So pulling the bar to your chest, press down as you stand, release the arms forward, and then pull in, sit, press. Good. And release. That's it. That's it. Good. This time, I want you to hold right here. Raise your heels, lower your heels, raise your heels, lower your heels. Pull your abs back as you raise. Good, one more. Good. And then raise your heels. Come up on tiptoe. Whee! Good, put your heels down. And we'll do that again. Inhale and exhale. Come on down. Good, press those hands. Good, and then raise and lower. So press, so we're hopefully having this sensation of the abs are pulling up and back away from these hands, yeah? Good. Good, and one more. Good, and then up on tiptoes, all the way up. Good, and then back down. We're gonna do one more set. Ready? Yay! Good. So pull it in, have a seat. Good. Press. Pull your abs up. Good. You're holding your boat steady in the water or your kayak steady in the water. And you're about to step up into it. You're being light as a feather. Good. That's it. And one more. Good. And then all the way up. Nice job. Let's take ourselves into a curtsy. Actually, hang on. Before we do the curtsy, let's give me a high pull. So row, tuck, up high, pull, 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 pull. Good. And then just bring it right back down. Push it all the way down. Not a roll down, just holding yourself tall. Good. Release it in. And row, tuck, up high, pull, pull, pull. Good. Pull it all the way down. Again, it's like you're pulling yourself up out of a swimming pool as you push down. Good. Let's do two more. In, tuck. That's it. High. Nice. Find your feet. 2, 1. Good. Press down. Get taller. Yes. Last one. In, tuck. Up. Pull, pull, pull. Good. And then all the way down. Getting tall, getting tall. Good. All right. Now we can curtsy. So we're going to start stepping to our right. And here's why we wanted to warm those shoulders up a little first. Because we're going to take the arms in, arms high, curtsy left behind right, side bend, pulling that right arm back, rotating a little bit towards your right. Come back to center. Good. Arms can drop. Good. And then we'll put them back up as we go the other side. Now you're pulling, stepping to your left, pulling that left arm back, center and down. Up, step. If you're going right, pull the right arm back, look under that right armpit. Yeah. So it's not a true side bend, it's actually a little rotation.
Oh.
Yeah. As we're pulling that arm back. Yes, right, looking right under that armpit, good. Which way are you going? This way, okay, good. But I want you to be conscious that you're pulling the back arm, right? So we're cueing spinal rotators, shoulder girdle, and obliques, not just that. Which way? Are you gonna say? Let's see, Diane's going to her left. So that's your second side, right? Left, is that going your left? Okay, okay, good. We're there, okay. So now let's go back to your right side. So stepping behind, side bend. Good. And then we're gonna come up, lifting the leg out to the side in a big star. Good. Now rotate back into it and then kick out in a big star. So out to the side, yeah? So you stay slightly to the side here. And then we're gonna change that star. So instead of being star to the side, we're gonna try to come up upright as much as we can and push your bar over your head. So if I gave you a front view, I'd be coming from this curtsy in that little rotation side and then up to the side. Now I'm gonna spear and kick at the same time to the side. Yes, Diana. Yes. Whew. No, it's staying front. Staying front. So it's going to be really side glute. Really side glute. Yeah, that's it. Good. Yeah. Good. How many is that? Is that 4, 5? Mark says yes. Good. 4. That was lovely. You did that so lovely. Yes. Beautiful. So let's go the other side. So since we were alternating already, all we have to do is go right into it. So find that rotating side bend, right? You're looking under that arm. Come on up. The first ones, we get to stay in that side star, right? Just feeling ourselves lifting up. Good. And then the next ones, we're going to add our kick and spear. Remember to rotate back into place. So my bad habit is when I come down to stay in this back bend. Make sure you get that rotate again so that you can come up with more power to the side. Yeah, good. I know. Whee. Good. Working on being as upright as we can. Ugh. I know. Kills me. Very good. And then we come back to home. Let me get a quick sip of water. I see you are too. Okay. So let's turn ourselves sideways to the mount. Okay. All right. And we're going to just have outside hand on top. So if my right is to the mount and my left is away, the left is the top hand. Okay, so but all stepping out into our plie and lifting, pulling in. Good. So I want you to have sort of that sensation of floating back in when you come up. Up, pull the top of your adductors in. Yes, good, nice. Nice, good. Good. Your body feeling pretty good today, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's just happy moving all over the place. It's the ocean. Yes. Yes. Yeah. I was just reading another study about swimming and how it's basically like meditation in motion because you have to breathe in a measured way. So good. Good. And one more. Good. All right. That's all we're going to do that way. So we're going to come around the other side. Hopefully we're going to add a little weights today. So just turning to the other side. Nice and tall. Out. Find your float. Bring it in. Out. Find your float. Bring it in. Good. Good. Are you just happy? Is it a good morning? That was the cutest thing I think I've ever seen. He was just out on the deck having private time. He stretched. He looked up at the sky. And then he just wagged his tail. Like it's a good morning. That was the cutest thing. Sorry. Sweet boy. Yeah. Even eat. He doesn't like to look up high very much. Like if he chases squirrels, he stops when his neck is at full extension. Like, okay, you're out of my range. He doesn't pay attention to things that are up above very, very much, unless it's a kitchen counter. Right? So let's take our bars off and we'll change them for straps. Papa's in my work field.
Puppy is on your back.
Oh, let me move that. Hi, baby boy. Both, yep, we're gonna start with both straps. And we're gonna come back to our side to the mount. So we have our right side, or I have my right side to the mount. My left side is away. And this time we're doing a skater lunge. So we're gonna have a rub the tummy, pulling. So rub the tummy is kind of like the start of closing the door, right? Or opening the door. Yeah, that's it. You got it. And the reminder that this landing leg should look like a squat from the side, right? So as it lands, I should look like I'm in a lovely squat. And if I brought my leg in, I should find that, oh yes, I am in a lovely squat. And that would be great. Yes? Mark says, oh, okay. He's in. That's it. Good. There you are. Good. 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 All right. So then we're going to stay down there. Good. When you just press down your top hand a little bit, the hand that's close, the hand that's closest to the mount. Just give it a press down to your side. Good. Now load your butt over your outside heel, the one that's in the squat, the one that's bent. So for me, that's my left. It's the side that's farthest away from the mount. Good, because then you're going to see if you can lift and lower just to the side. So more side hip work on both hips. And we're seeing if we can really work on being as upright as we can instead of tipping over in our lift. So from the side, you can see I'm not moving my upper body, right? I'm just trying to lift that leg. That's it. Good. And one more. Good. All right, now hold that leg up. Hold that leg up. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get it back up there. We're going to take it back behind us. We're still on a bent leg. Bring it back to the side. Bring it in front of us. Stand all the way up. There's relief. Good. Sit back down. You're in a pistol squat. This should feel harder. Get a hold of this belly strap. Good. To the side. Good. And behind. You're in that bent knee. Good. Wow. To the side. To the front. Stand all the way up. Good. That's it. And sit. Get a hold of that belly strap. It'll help you balance a little bit. Pull your abs up across you toward it. Good. Side and back. Good. Yes. And side, front, and stand and bring your feet together. And your standing little supports should be like, woo! All right, very good. Happy little supports. Okay, so then we'll just simply turn around. Do the same thing other way, starting with your rub the belly hand, right? So now I've got my right side farthest away from the mount. The left one is closer. And I am sitting in my Little skater. Pshoo. Diana, that floor that you're on, is that a rubber mat? Okay. I've been toying. No, I have a crazy idea in my head about sliding discs and the straps. And we have to use washcloths on our floor to make things slide. I'm wondering what would slide over your flooring?
Crisco.
Crisco! Mark said Crisco.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil. Is it, do you lift it up when you're not using it, or does it stay there all the time? All the time. Okay. Okay. It looks really big, yeah. It's nice. Yeah. All the exercise they get. Yeah. So we're gonna hold here. We're just gonna add that little side press. So no, you don't have to do the leg yet. We're just pressing because I want you to feel how when this arm presses down, your belly pulls up. Or you can combine it with a little pull from the belly arm, right? So I don't think I mentioned that on the other side, but if they're both doing this, it's like you're pulling a big giant rope. You're helping get the anchor pulled in on a big boat. Good, because then we're gonna lift and lower. Ooh, wobblier. Lift and lower. Good. 2 more. I know. Okay, and I'm lifting to the side from my little camera angle. It makes it look like I'm lifting forward, but I'm not. So just keep that in mind if it's coming that way on your camera. Okay, because now we're coming side, around to the back with the standing knee still bent. Ooh, I need more resistance on my body to do this. Good. And then side, around to the front, and then stand. And then get yourself ready, because coming down, depending on how much resistance you have, it could be a lot of work. I've got to already get my right glute on, my right thigh in place. That's it. And then around. Oh, good. Yes, good. And then back again. Side, front, stand. Get a hold of that glute as you come down. Feel it help pull the femur open. Good. Keep it as you come to the side. That's it. Yes, good. Great control. Good. So this is my third stand. I'm going to do one more. Yeah, one more. So around to the back. That's it. Find that hip. Find that supporting hip. There you go. Remember, let your abs pull across the front of you toward your belly hand, right? That will help you get a little better balance. Whew. And then we're up. Yes, good, okay. So let's come on a flipping of ourselves around. Come on, made no sense. Turn yourself around, whoop. And then we'll have our backs to the mat. And we're first going to open up because of all the way that we had to go around this joint. You might feel like you want that to have a little looseness. So we're going to step forward. Just let your arms drop. Push your hips forward. So not your chest, but your hips. And hopefully feel some nice stretch to the front there. Yeah. And then we'll go other side. The other thing I'd like to do one of these days, again with you guys, is to do a little jumping, but I'm having trouble with jumping right now. It causes immediate repercussions in my head. Here's Oakline. But I like the gentle power output that it gives us. And I think I've mentioned this before, that as we age, we want that combination of strength plus power. Good? Feel good? Everyone get... Your mom? Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes. That's awesome. Oh, wow. Where is your mom now? In San Clemente. Okay. Still in San Clemente. That's awesome. That's so good, right? God willing, that's going to be us, man. That's going to be us. So we have our back still to the mat. Now I'm in Pilates stance, and I am leaning forward into a floating plank with my hands right at my armpits, right? Thumbs are at my armpits. Exhale, press forward. Good, bring it back in. Good, inhale, exhale, press. Slowly bring it back in. Good, now come up on tiptoe as you press. Draw the backs of your legs together and really keep your float. Good, come back down. And we're gonna do that again. Coming on tiptoe as you press. So you should hopefully find that your booty has to draw up, your abs have to draw up, the legs have to wrap. Yes? Good. That's it, good. And one more. Good, all right, now keep your arms long. We're just gonna have a little plie, and I want you to see if you can keep that low rib tucked in. So Giselle, watching on the replay, I want you to keep this little tuck right here, because you can do this very well. I want you to do more of this, yeah? Keeping more of that tuck. All right. We're not giving up one, we're adding the other. How's that? Because there are times when we do want that skill, for sure. We're looking for balance in the body. Good. Good. All right, so then we're going to change our arms in your floating plank, still in Pilates stance, still on tiptoe. Hands are going to come by your armpits again. We're going to plie again. So coming down here. Good. And then drive up, pressing up toward the sky. Keep your abs on, no back bends. Good. And come back down. Good. Then up. Ribs in, ribs in, ribs in. Like you're slow motion diving off of a yacht. Up into the air. This is your part where you're just about to curve and leap into the water. Yes, good. That's it. Give me one more. Oop. Nice, good. And then bring yourself down on your heels. Your calves might need a little break. Yes? Yes, I know. Yes, please. So let's step ourselves back so your arms can be nice and long. We're going to round forward, but keep the arms parallel to the floor. So again, think almost like elephant on the reformer, right? There's you pushing against that bar. Good, and then come back up. Yeah. And we'll do that again. Nice inhale and exhale round. Pressing, pressing, pressing the hands away from your abs. Good. And then we're going to add that little elephant thought. So we inhale and we exhale into that nice big rounded spine. Good. Inhale, exhale. Imagine pulling your heels forward towards your hands. You're going to keep your hands pushing away. Release. So this is a movement that if nobody was doing Pilates, they wouldn't know you were doing anything, right? This is you internally creating an isometric motion, isometric movement in the muscle without moving the bones, without moving the joints. Yeah, good. So again, exhale, pull your heels under you, forward toward those hands. That's how you're pulling your carriage back in. Inhale, release. And last one, exhale, pull under, keep pulling those hands away, right? That's the challenge of elephant. Everyone keeps wanting to bend their arms in elephant. No, no, no. You keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Yeah, makes sense? Okay, good. Good, happy shoulders. So let's bring ourselves down to the mat. We're gonna step forward with the right, bend the back knee, the left knee, and then do you need a cushion under your knees? Good, we're gonna come down. Good, all right. And then we're gonna have some slow motion falls. So arms press forward. First find your, whoa. Okay, I'm going right into the fall apparently. No, we're finding your floating plank first, right? And here's one of those things where if the floating falls make you anxious, please come further away because then your fall will be slower, right? As long as your arms stay in front of you as you fall, you will have a slower fall. Yeah, good. And I want you to fall today in a plank. So a lot of times we get to come down sort of in that rolling cat. I want you to look for a plank so that you come down and soften. So you'll end up with a bent hip, right? But think of plank as long as you can, and then come down, soften, push back off the ground. Yeah, so I'm softening down into my elbows. So hands, elbows, push back up. Yep. That's nice. Yeah. That's right. Good. So we're not going to go down. We won't be holding your plank the whole way. There is a moment where you will hinge, and that's okay. And you did it just right. You did it just perfectly, Diana. Yeah. Elbows. There you go. And then push back up. And then all the way up. Did you? Yes, yes, good. Good, yeah, let's do one more. That was really nice. Exactly, exactly. So I'm repeating that for the sake of the replay because it was a really nice one. When you push off the ground, you're trying to get back into that floating plank as soon as you can in the motion. Yeah, really good. The benefit of this is it helps our elbow, shoulder, wrist, hand joints get nice, gentle, what is this called? Vibration. Woo. So that hopefully we build up the bone in those joints. Especially women, we tend to be very timid about hard things with the hands, the wrists. And I know some of us have other issues that make it very reasonable to have those concerns. All right, so we're gonna stay tall. But if you can get enough resistance on there so that you can start falling gently, feeling just enough vibration, that would be very good for you. So we're gonna press those arms forward, staying up high this time in our high kneel, heels aiming toward each other. We're just gonna open up to the right. Exhale, close, coming back to the front. Open to the left, really reach that forward arm forward, right? So it's not just holding place and stuck in the joint. Stretch it out. That's it, good. You got stretch it forward while you reach back as far as you can. So it's a beautiful, not only a half of a hug a tree here, but it's also incorporating that spine twist where the hands are doing two different directions. They're both trying to reach as far as they can. That's it. Reach. Good. And last one. Good. All right. Then we're going to open to the side. Good. And then we're going to lean forward into a floating plank on one side. And see how this hand is coming to help me? Yes, it will. Right? So you're trying to lean into that floating plank. Whoa. Good. And come back up. Now, if you've already got a lot of tension on this far hand, you might not need this one to come to your rescue. That's okay. You can do that too. Just depends on what your wrist likes and doesn't like. That's it. Wow. Good. I know. See if you can get your hip to push forward. Good. All right. And then if you weren't alternating, go ahead and switch to the other side. Ooh. Anyone feel their hamstrings trying to help them? Yeah. Yes. Secret hamstring exercise. Good. Push your hips, push your hips. That's right. Remember, be bold. You can push those hips. You have this other hand to help safety, right? So if you're pushing your hips, and you feel like you're going to lose it, bring the back hand forward. Oop. Yeah, good. All right. And then let's come and lay down on our back sides. Because that was a lot of planking. I think Pilates, there must be 100 different ways to do planks. Plank variations. So we're going to put the strap on your feet. But we're not doing feet in straps yet. Feet come all the way down to the ground. Yes. And we get to just pause for a second, roll around, get your spine settled on the mat. Are you getting cold, Diana? Oh, gotcha. It's like, oh no. All right, so heels aiming at your sits bones. We're gonna peel your hips up off the mat, nice and easy. Collarbones open up. Inhale, exhale, start with your rib that's closest to your throat. Then take the next one down, and the next one. Take your time with it. Just feel like your abs are pulling down. Yes, as you mark each rib and vertebrae. Good. And then inhale and exhale, go back up. Good. Collarbones nice and open, beautiful. And then again, start from the top of you. And round your way down. Good. Way up here, start way up here. So imagine right at your neck, that vertebrae comes down. And then the knot, yeah, that's it, baby. That's way better, baby, good. Good, okay. So then we're gonna lift your right leg into tabletop. Good. And then inhale, exhale, just lift now in a straight spine. Good, and lower. Just letting that leg hang there. I want you to drive into the strap with your foot that's on the ground. Good. Good. And one more. Good. All right. Pull the knee in so you can reach for the strap on the right foot. Right? Everyone's got the right one. Yes. Everyone's got the right one. Good. Okay. So you can feel the strap in your hand. Good. Now lift up again. Extend the leg. Pull your elbow down. Now you're giving yourself a mid-back row while the leg's in the sky. Good. Bend the knee, lower the hip, arm goes straight. Lift the hip, straighten the leg, bend the arm. Good. And then come back down. Yeah. That's it. Good. That's it. Good. And one more. Nice. Good. Then you can let go of that strap with your hand. Lift the hip back up in the sky. Straighten that leg. Sweep it all the way down. Circle it to the side. Surprise twist. And then bring it back up. Good. And all the way down. So your hip is still holding you in space. Right? Still working on the standing or the supporting leg. Right? Holding that strap down with a nice broad foot. Good. And then let's reverse direction. Out to the side. All the way down and up. Good. That's it. Good. And last one. Oh, good. You can bend that knee, bring that foot to the ground, roll your spine down. Ah, nice. And then the left leg comes up in a tabletop. Right foot finds the strap against the floor, right? So when I say flatten it, we're not trying to moosh your arch out. We're trying to use the two edges of your feet to hold it down, the two long edges. All right, so here we go. Hips lift up in neutral and lower back down, right? I'm going to show you me not doing it quite right. Notice my ribs, they don't come down with my hips. My ribs stay popped the whole time. So I want you to make sure when you come down, you're bringing the whole line down. Now the kids see the ribs moving down. Yes. Yes. Nice. Good. That was good. That was good. Tashel's same thing as me and Diana. And Mark, actually. He says, what? You're home stretch, baby. You're going to make it. You get 2 minutes. You make it. All right. We're going to hold the next one up. We're going to lift, or grab your strap. Good. Straighten your leg and pull. Good. Straighten your arm, bend the leg, lower the hip. So lift, pull, and straighten the leg. Bend the leg, straighten the arm, lower the hip. That's it. That's it. Good. So give a nice pull all the way from the back of that shoulder. I know, because it's easy to just let it be a bicep moment there. We want it combined. Good. And then the next one, we'll keep that hip up. Good. Bend the knee, let go of your strap gently. Good. And then we straighten the leg to the sky and we come down and out to the side and up. And we're trying to keep those hips beautiful and square. Really strengthening through the joint on the supporting side, right? The moving leg is your distraction. Everything else from rib to supporting hip is the big deal. And then when you get to the top, you can reverse, but keep your brain in that supporting side. Notice how heavy the supporting leg might be relying on leaning on the strap. I don't think yours is, Diana, but it could be a thing that happens to somebody. Good, and last one. Good, and then round down through your spine. Lift both feet off the floor, grab both straps. Make little monkey feet. Pull yourself up and stretch your back. And then take your legs up to the sky. And then pull them open out to the side. Ooh. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to let them both, let them come back together so that you can let go of your straps. And we're just going to take leg circles just for mobility. I want you to really reach out At your most open moment, push down, straight down toward the ground, right? You're trying to get your feet straight down before they circle up. Wow, look at how stretchy you are this morning. And up, good. And down and way out. Hopefully you should feel like you have a little more mobility between that standing balance curtsy star that we did. And then this work, and then there was another thing that was specifically for, the whole side series that we did standing with our side to the mat. That should help hopefully everyone feel like, look at you, you're amazing. And then let's reverse direction if you haven't already. Come down, pull down. That's it. And around. And up. Good. Good. And then you can do whatever stretch feels good here. So if you want to grab hold and to give yourself a supported straddle stretch pulling down, you can change the tenor of that stretch versus whether you're pushing into the ball of your foot or pushing through the heels of your feet. Heels of your feet might feel like more medial ham. Pointing might feel like it includes more adductors. So you just see what feels good to you, not necessary in your body. I'm going to bring my straps to the balls of my feet and do just a little gentle running. And then one more curl for my back, because that always feels good. And then taking the straps off. And then you can just easy let your knees fall to the side in a twist. Your hand goes the opposite direction. And let your gaze go in the opposite direction. So you get that nice long spiral twist all the way from your tail to the top of your head. Yes. And then as you breathe, you let yourself gently go the other way. I know. Eee. See if you can exhale and let your armpit get just a little closer to the ground on that far-reaching arm. If you get any pinch in your neck or shoulder, try adjusting your head. Sometimes we lay down and our head is way over to the side. See if you can bring it back to your center. Good. All right. And then close up your little twist so that you can roll over onto your side and bring your knees underneath you for a little cat. And then release. Pull it apart. Yep. Very nice. Good. And then pull under. And release. Good. And then we're going to do a sassy cat. So shoulder to the hip. Try to bend yourself sideways so the other side feels a stretch. And then up through the middle and then settle down into the other side. You can pull the opposite shoulder forward even to increase that stretch. Good. And then back to center. One more. And then step back into a plank. Good. Let your sternum extend forward. And just breathe there. You're balancing on your reformer. Imagine that it's on a super light spring and any movement will send it going. Good. And then scoop your abs up. And then sit back and walk your hands back towards your feet. And round up that spine. Da, 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 da. La la, happy Monday. I know, she's, there you are. I always am, I have to do this double look. You disappeared here. Are you in the other screen? Okay, you're still there. Yes. You're so welcome. Good. Very, very good.